All right, everybody, welcome back to the vlog. We are in Canada, in Vancouver. It's gorgeous here. It makes me want to move back to the Pacific Northwest. It's 9 p.m. The sun is still shining. Not shining, but it'll probably go down in the next 35 minutes. We're at Denny's because we have no food. Today has been wild. So we're literally just getting like eggs, egg whites, chicken, salad, like just whatever basic stuff. Because again, it's already 9 p.m. It's already 9 p.m. So we can't wait till we get an hour to our Airbnb, then go grocery shopping, then cook. Like, it's too much. So we're just like, let's just get in this meal and see how we look tomorrow and assess and figure out from there what we need to do. I really want to get this T-bone steak and eggs. That's a little heavy again. Even though I haven't eaten that much today, it is still 9 p.m. Like, at this point, like, chalk it up as a loss. Don't try to make up the calories. So I have no clue what my physique looks like. We're going to see when we get there tonight. But yeah, we're here. We made it. It's been a very long day. But we're in good spirits. We're both just really tired. But again, we feel good. So we'll see how the weekend goes. She cute. And our room's over there. All right, good morning, y'all. Okay, first off, this neighborhood has a ton of homes for sale. I'm not in the market to be buying $1 million homes in Abbotsford, Canada, but I've been driving for 2 minutes and I've seen 2 sold signs and 3 for sale signs. 4 for sale signs. These homes are freaking gorgeous. I'll show you all them later. They're amazing. I looked up the house of the Airbnb we're staying in because it's like a basement apartment, and I'm obsessed with. It's my favorite Airbnb I've ever been in. I swear. Like, I don't know if I'm being dramatic, but I don't think that I am. Like, and not for any particular reason, but it's nice. The fixtures are nice. The furniture is nice. Like, it feels like we're the first people to stay there, even though we probably aren't. Like, I'm literally going to ask the lady, like, where did you get the furniture and fixtures? Because my mom is renovating a house to rent out, and I feel like these, like, I really like these. There's coffee and tea, you know, the usual, but sometimes you get places that give you a coffee machine, but no coffee, no filters, no nothing. So you have to go buy a bunch of full-size stuff that you're only going to be in this Airbnb for what, 2, 3, 4, like, how long are people in Airbnbs? I don't need to buy 120 pack of coffee filters because you put a regular coffee machine in here. Like, it's one thing if you put a Keurig, but even then, like, I now have to go buy a 12 pack of pods, which, I mean, between me and Ruben, we can get through a 12 pack in a few days. But, like, realistically, I'm like, if you're going to provide amenities like that, then, like, do the whole thing. Don't do a half job and say, here's a Keurig, but again, you got to go buy your own 12 pack of coffee. Like, maybe you want to anyway, but I think it's a half job to, like, provide things that you know people are still going to have to buy other pieces for. Like, there's 3 different types of creamer in there. Now, you know, some of them are open, like, and that doesn't bother me. I know some people are like, oh my gosh, like, that's weird, but I'm like, it's not weird to me. Like, maybe somebody poisoned it, but probably not. There's, you know, salt, pepper, and they're nice salt and pepper grinders. It's not just like the 99-cent one from Walmart, which even that would be fine too, but there's like a bunch of spices that seem full. Like, they don't look like old spices that these people were just cleaning out their own pantry. Like, and the pots and pans are not, like, it's just a nice place, and it's small. Like, again, it's a basement apartment. It's a 1-bedroom, but it has laundry. It has a full kitchen. It has a nice bathroom. There's an air fryer. There's a teapot. Like, there's tea. Anyway, it's really nice. And we've stayed in a ton of Airbnbs, obviously, and most of them are pretty nice. Like, I never leave. I mean, maybe there's been 1 or 2 that I'm like, oh my gosh, that place was a nightmare. But they're all pretty nice. So for me to be in this one and be like, I'm obsessed with this place, like, I love it. There's only been 1 other Airbnb that I was like, I actually want to live here. And the only reason I don't say that about this one is just because it's small. But anyway, that has nothing to do with bodybuilding prep. Got in late last night. I am headed to Good Life Fitness to run a routine. Hopefully it's a 1 and done. You know what? We're going to claim it. It's going to be a 1 and done. I feel good. I ate my 2 eggs. I had my Replenish, my electrolyte drink, and I had coffee. I'm not doing an energy drink just because it's so early. And I do still have to come back to the gym later with Ruben because we are going to do a quick back session and potentially cardio, depending on how I look, probably cardio. I woke up, your girl is looking right this morning. Like, I think I fixed my back pose. I don't know. I want to send it to Sydney, even though, like, this is not part of her services, but she did reply to one of my stories with extra tips, like, hey, remember, make sure you're doing this. I like want to send her my back pose and be like, hey, does it look like I'm pinching my back? Because Ruben didn't say that it did. I don't think that it does, but I also know that I am like clamping down a little bit more on my back to see, because it gives me more separation between those muscles I was talking about. But I'm like, is it making me narrow? Is it making me look like I'm pinching? Like, does it just look like I'm pinching to me because I kind of feel like I am? Or does this look better? Like, so I kind of want to send it to her and just be like, does it look like I'm pinching my back? Or just be like, can you just let me know how this looks? I did something different. But again, that's like not part of her services. It's just like, hey, text me your photos and videos and get live feedback. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I mean, it actually does matter. This back pose could be the difference of me winning the show and not winning the show. So it actually truly does matter. But I'm gonna let Ruben look at it in real life. Like, he's only looked at it in pictures. I mean, he did say, hey, you look good. Like, he saw me, you know, we're obviously at the Airbnb together, and I'm walking around in my posing suit, and he's like, you look good, you look good, you look good. But he didn't like watch me pose yet. So anyway, let's go hit this routine. We have back and maybe cardio later, like I said. We got to finish grocery shopping. Ruben just did an Uber Eats, like, quick grocery drop on our way home last night from 7-Eleven. He literally got like a couple packs of eggs and like some protein shake. He didn't get that, just enough to get us literally through this morning. So we still got a grocery shop. My heels, y'all, okay, this is the last thing, is I gotta go. My heels were delivered yesterday. Of course, if I would have known that we weren't gonna fly until 5 p.m., I would have still been home and I would have gotten my heels. My mom messages me, she's like, hey, are these yours? Not are these yours, I forget what she said. She might have just sent me a picture of them, and I said, oh, it's a day late, LOL. She's like, that's what I thought. And I was like, well, it's fine. Like, I repaired my other heel, so it's really not that big of a deal. Period. Move on. I should have said, Mom, can you try to overnight them? Because last night, got in my heels, started posing, pop, my little patch that I made on my heels snapped open. So now the rip is back. It's not bigger, but like the patch and the original shoe are both now ripped. So I'm going to get packing tape, because packing tape is not going to rip. But I'm just like, man, I should have had a try with those shoes. But it is what it is. Of course, Ruben's like, you should have just done that. But for me, I'm like, I don't want to inconvenience her. I don't want to make her drive all the way to FedEx. FedEx is in Temecula. It's out of the way. It's over by that other Trader Joe's I told you that's like not on the way to anywhere. And Ruben's like, you should have just had her do it. I'm like, yeah, but she's already like watching our daughter for the weekend. Like, anyway, y'all, it's been 7.5 minutes. I'll speed it up so it's only 6.5. But that'll be that for now. Let's go. Bye, guys. This is exactly what I need. So they have virtual classes here. So that's where the teacher goes. There's a virtual class. I realized it was virtual. I thought it was in person. There's a virtual class at 9. But we're here. Let's see if I can hit this. Okay, I'm gonna hit this. One and done. One and done. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, headed to get just a couple things. I mean, this is the store we're gonna be coming to later, but I'm just getting peanut butter, because we need that in our pre-workout meals. And then after we work out, this is literally right next to the gym. It's just like the next shopping center over. So after the gym, then me and Ruben will just come straight here, grab the rest of our stuff, and then we'll be good. So I'm just gonna grab, oh my gosh, I smell the bread. So I'm gonna grab that peanut butter and get out. Alright, y'all, I've been trying not to film a lot since I haven't uploaded my other video yet, and I'm running out of storage space. But, you know, we are at the show. You know, we're in Abbotsford. Just finished my last lift, my last routine run. I am on cardio. Yeah, 10 to 15 minutes. Ruben literally said 10 to 15. Probably just until I feel like I've worked hard enough, and until he's done with the sauna. I feel really good. My routine was good. I worked out a couple of the skills that were giving me, not really problems, but just like a little bit of anxious feelings. So I feel really good about those. Physique is coming in, all that good stuff. So yeah, we're gonna finish at the gym. Then we're gonna go grocery shopping. You know, eat, chill. Then we have check-ins later. And then I don't really have a lot else to do. I'm gonna take off my nails and just paint them. These nails are they're doing too much. I love how they look, but they're just a pain in my ass. I've already lost 4 of the 10. So yeah, this is crazy. I feel really good. I did just read the Muscle Insider predictions, and I got irritated because, I mean, they predicted Tam as the winner, which is fine. You know, she got 6 at her last Olympia. But they didn't put me in the top 3. So I'm like, I get it. Like, Abby just got 4th at the UK Arnold. I'm also like, yeah, but the last time I competed against Abby, I beat her, which is, it's really not that serious. It's the Muscle Insider. It's not like these are judges. But they didn't even put me in the top 3. I'm like, 4 out of the 5 of us are Olympians. And you put Jessica, who got 4th. They said, oh, she got 4th at this show last year. I'm like, right. But if you look at scorecards, she literally got dead last in routine last year. And like, that's who you're predicting to be in the top 3 over 2 other Olympians, like over me and D-Cheeks. Again, it's really not that serious. I just thought it was interesting because, of course, y'all know I'm a statistician. I'm going to look at stats. I'm going to look at records. I'm going to look at past performance, not just, oh, there's 5 people in the sign-up. Let's put the 3 Canadians in the top 3. So, didn't bother me too much. I was just like, okay, Muscle Insider. Okay, don't put me in the top 3. Don't play with me. Sending me home with this $4,000 check. If I can maintain the way that I feel, the way that I performed today, like, I feel really good. I mean, I feel really good. If I win, I win. If I don't win, I don't win. But I do know that I think that I'm going to be really happy with what I do on stage. Again, you can't really control the judges, so. Anyway, I'm going to finish cardio, pick up my pace just a little bit. It's the last cardio session. I think, unless something happens, but I think it's my last cardio session. So anyway, that's all. See you later. On massage chair. All right, good morning, everybody. Oh, I just opened up the shades in this room. So we're in a basement apartment, and this is their backyard. And I'm like, man, I want to go sit in those rocking chairs, but like we don't have access to their backyard. Like that's their backyard, obviously. Anyway, it's still nice weather out, but this house is on a hill. Like it's literally called Haven on a Hill, I think. I might have already talked about this. It doesn't matter. And I wish that we had access to the hill view. Like everybody out here has decks. I'm like, man, I would just love to go sit on a deck and drink my coffee. But this will do. Anyway, rough night, rough morning. Only because of myself, like mentally. These last couple days are always really hard for me because I start getting really nervous and like inside of my head about how I look. And I mentioned, when you're 8 weeks out, when you're 6 weeks out, like that's when I start feeling like I should look ready. When you're 2 days out and you're 1 day out, like you feel like I need, if I don't look good, like this is when I need to be ready. The reality is I don't need to be ready 2 days out or 1 day out. I need to be ready on stage. And I'm very close. But Ruben's like, this is how the peak works, Andrea. Like, we've both been there before, where the day before the show, we're just lights out and we look insane. And so we're posing a bunch and we're taking all these pictures and we're looking at ourselves in the mirror. I'm like, oh my gosh, I look amazing. And then the next day, we're trying to figure out how to recreate that look, and we don't always look as good. And so anyway, last night, first off, I didn't poop at all yesterday. So I went to bed very heavy. I was like 133.8. 133.8 by the time I like got in bed. It took me a long time to fall asleep because my stomach wasn't feeling good and I was just in my head. After my last check-ins, I was like, oh my gosh, I freaking look terrible. So I couldn't sleep. So by the time I actually went to sleep, like I'd gone pee a couple times. So by the time I actually, like the last time I got on the scale before I went to sleep, I was like 131 point something. I woke up at 130 and I'm like, man, I wish I could poop. So I still haven't pooped. I told Ruben, like, I just don't want to keep eating if I can't poop. Like, which it is what it is. I don't know what to do. I took 3 Cascara Sagrada, which usually like 2 does the trick. And I'm like, I've taken 3 and nothing is even happening down there. This is just a hard morning. Like, my left side pose, my shoulder is being temperamental. Like, my right side pose, my shoulder is always round. My left side pose, like, I move my hand 1 millimeter or like don't push it the right way or like anything, it goes from round to flat, and it's so hard for me to find it and hold it. Now, granted, I don't have a pump right now, but I was struggling with that. Ruben was giving me feedback on my pose, and he's like asking me like, I don't want you to cover your glute. Like, why does Sydney have you posing like that? I'm like, well, because when I move my hand to show my side of my leg, it deflates my shoulder, and like I already don't have big shoulders, so like I can't have my shoulder deflating. So we're trying to mess with it, but I'm getting frustrated because I'm already frustrated because I went to bed heavy and couldn't poop, and so like I'm already irritable, and then I'm getting frustrated with my posing, and then he's trying to help me, but like it, for me at least, was coming off as being like very critical. It wasn't like, I personally did not feel like it was helpful, which could be real or it could be just based on my own personal irritability. But then the way that I'm snapping back at him, now he's getting irritated because he's like, I'm just trying to help you. And I'm like, I understand that you're trying to help me, but I've already run through this with Sydney. Like, so we're just going back and forth for no reason. So then, I don't know, I eat, we sit and chat, and he's like, just relax, like, you look fine. Like, you look fine. I'm like chatting with SWV, just like, oh my gosh, I didn't poop, whatever. They're like basically co-signing what Ruben says, and they're like, you look fine, like you're tripping. So I'm like, I don't even want to talk about bodybuilding. I just want to relax and not think about bodybuilding, because all I'm doing is just probably increasing my cortisol, making it harder for me to poop, making it harder for me to lose the water. So anyway, that was this morning. Just have a little bit of work to do today for burn. I need to respond to Anna's check-ins today. I told her yesterday, like, I mean, she knows I'm competing this weekend, but I need to respond to her check-ins. I have some varsity stuff to do. I got to paint my nails. I ripped off all my nails yesterday. Ripped them off. My anxiety is very high right now. Um, like, I had already lost 4 of them, so then I was gonna soak them off, but I couldn't find my acetone. But I was already like, I had already filed them down. Like, I already was like mentally like, I need to get these nails off my hands. I didn't want to like go back to the store and get acetone. Like, I was just like, so I ripped them off, and now my nails feel paper thin. And then of course, as soon as I did that, I was like, okay, I'm gonna get in the shower now. I go open my shower stuff. There's my acetone. I'm like, I could have soaked these off and saved my nails, but it is what it is. So I'm just gonna paint my nails. I don't know. I don't feel great today, but like I still feel good about my routine and everything. I just am like, my mood is not as high as it's been. Like, just not, just, I don't know.
I tried to record you, but I dropped my drink. Sorry. I put it on. I had to set up my camera. Oh. So you need to share this clip. Hi. So I tried to do the same thing and end up dropping my drink. So you'll have to share this clip.
That's fine. We got it.
How's it going? Can we put this in the freezer?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Alright guys, so I actually have cold energy drinks from.
So the girls came to visit, as y'all saw. Just hung out for, I don't know, maybe an hour. Now me and Ruben are headed over to the venue. I am gonna go get on stage, run some skills, make sure that my floor spacing is all good, and then we're gonna go back to Walmart. Oh, these leather seats. Go back to Walmart because we gotta buy a fan because our Airbnb is extremely hot. Gonna go to Walmart, get a fan, some more hair things for Ruben, and then I forget what else I need. I put it on a list for him. I need a couple other food things, but yeah, I started my period. I pooped. I feel much better. I needed I needed to start my period, and I needed to poop. And now that both of those things have happened, I've been talked off the ledge. I feel better. Coming in to run some practice. Here she is. Here she is. Oh, they got dumbbells back there. Amazing. Yep, I'm about to run this before people get here. Okay, so just ran all my skills. We are here. These are the masterminds behind the photos. Where's Simon hiding? Simon's hiding. David's back there. Hello. Hi. Someone else, another fitness pro. The YouTube. This is Jess. She's competing also tomorrow.
Do you want some lights?
I'm fine with it. I'm done now, but maybe if she wants lights.
Because that can spark up the lights.
Yeah, sure. So we're done. Well, I'm done. She's about to work out. We feel good. We feel good. Grabbing all the stuff to come home with. Had to get my wavy ketchups. Like, that looks divine. Some good options here. Cinnamon bun Oreos. And the Canadians always come to the U.S. and they're like, you guys have such crazy Oreo flavors. I've never seen either of these in the U.S. Like, what? All of these, like, s'mores variations, I'm into. Okay, here's what we're here for. We got some of these in our bags, our athlete bags. Caramel. Patty told me to come home with this, so we're gonna come home with some of these. She also told me, I can't find it right now, but there was something else she told me to get. When I find it, I'll turn up. Oh, Mr. Big. Mr. Big, I think. I don't know. I gotta go look at the messages and see. But we're definitely coming home with some candy. Okay, we are, after going completely unhinged, we're back. We're back where we belong, getting eggs, egg whites, and yogurt. Good morning, everyone. It is show day. Woke up. I just slept in. Of course, I couldn't really sleep in. I set my alarm for 6. I don't know why I set it that early, but when it went off, I was like, I got nothing to do. I'm turning this off. So I turned it off. Then I couldn't really sleep because Ruben was already up. So the show doesn't start until 10. So we're not really in a rush to get, we each have a coat of tan to do, and meals to get in. I'm not really eating that much before I get on stage. I just ate 2 eggs. I'll eat like a couple rice cakes, basically. Not a lot going on in the food just because I got to stay tight. So Ruben went back to sleep. He ate, went back to sleep. I did my eyebrows and just did my foundation, like a small layer of foundation. And I'm laying back down. We're going to do our second coats of tan in about 45 minutes. And then after we do our second coats of tan, then, I'll do the rest of my makeup. And honestly, at that point, then I'm pretty much ready. Like, I have my stuff packed. My hair, I just need to brush. I'm going to bring a straightener in case I need to straighten it. But I already did this last night. So anyway, that is going to be the end of this vlog. The next one will be my show day vlog, which will be everything else that happens after this nap.